Mailbag time, bunch more stuff. I've got no idea what's in these things. Let's find out. Oh, this is typical, isn't it? Okay, just an iPhone case, nothing too exciting here. This is for a 6S. May not even need it now. We're going to give the phone to someone, but it turns out the phone's a bit too old to support things like the App Store. If you want to try and download things like YouTube on it, you won't let you do it because you need iOS 16. I think I only do 15.7 is the highest it can do. Yeah, probably don't need this now. No. Hopefully this is a bit more interesting. No, it's not. Some 12 volt 27A batteries. I've got these because I didn't have any spares left. I'd used them all. These using things like remote controls for like car remotes, things like that sometimes. Other devices sometimes. But these are 12 volt batteries. And actually, years ago, when I first started this YouTube channel, I purchased a whole bunch of remote controls with wireless receivers so I could use those in projects. And I actually used them in several things. And they've been really useful. And the batteries last for ages. And I've still got those sitting around somewhere. And you get them on AliExpress, you can still buy the things, and it's really simple. You can like 5 volt powered little receiver board, and you can change the programming for different channels on it. They're not particularly secure devices, but no, they work. And same thing on the actual transmitter side, it's got like a 4-button remote. You can get different versions, but mine's a 4-button ones. You program those to match the receiver, and I built alarm systems with them, things like that. So you got remote controls of these alarms, that kind of thing. I even had them for effects lights on the motorhome. Used to have strip lights down the motorhome. And I used to use one of them to control those strip lights remotely. So I could turn things on, off, and change the patterns and things like that using a remote control, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I've still got a bunch of those things left, and the batteries are still kind of okay. I've had those probably 9 years now, maybe it's 10. I've had the motorhome 10 years now, and I bought them for that project, so when I was doing all that stuff. So it's probably 10 years old, and the batteries are still in there, and I've been using them as spares when my main remote goes flat. Take battery out of one of those, because all came with batteries in them, and I'm thinking, no, they're getting a bit old now, so I've got some new batteries. I'm not intending to put them in as devices, but I do use these things, and they do last for a long time. So, yeah, I just need a new one for my remote, which I use often, to make sure that doesn't go flat, instead of relying on the ones in the spare remotes from those project devices. So, oops, a bag inside a bag. Double bag for protection. Yeah, no. But there's another bag inside it. So in the last mailbag I showed some of these sunglass holders, and this is a different version, which is a lot like the one which I already have in other vehicles. Yes, it is. That is identical. So the ones I've already got in vehicles are this style. Got them from a $2 shop a dozen years ago. I don't go to shops very often, so I always do all my stuff online. I quite liked them. They work alright. The only thing I've had is like the pin falling out of one of these. There's a little plastic pin in there. I've had that fall out or work its way out sometimes. You know, the vibration of the car moving around and this thing moving around, it gradually works its way up. It's not actually secure, this is pushed in. As long as you like push it back in again occasionally, it's fine. But I've had one of these fall apart because the pin fell out. I know this style works okay, quite well for me, and it's got this closed cell foam in here, and so you can pinch the glasses in that. You know, I can't really demonstrate these ones; these are too thick. But you know, your glasses in there, and you know, you stick them in there and then close it up, all right? But obviously, these are too thick. But if I just do one side, you know, it just holds it like that. And these are nice and simple. You know, push the button, it releases it. It's fine, but I kind of got carried away about how many I purchased. Only one. And last mailbag I showed some other ones which I purchased. Different styles. I don't know which one I'm going to use. But I've got a selection. Maybe I could have one on each Sunvisor. You know, just have them scattered around so, you know, it doesn't matter. I don't get carried away. Ever. What are these? USB Type-C 240 watt fast charging data converter, USB 4. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at the thing. I'll try and make sense of what the text says. Let's get one out and have a look. What is it? Oh, it's a bag inside a bag. We always like that. I've got two different versions. Oh, I remember these were now. I remember now. So, these are just adapters. So, that is USB-C both sides. And it supports full power and full speed. So you can actually use this like on my wife's laptop, for example. She's got a new laptop. It's got USB-C charging. I've got this thinking you can plug this into the side of the laptop, and next way the cable can come out the back instead of out the side, because the charging port on that laptop is on the left-hand side, which is kind of inconvenient because you actually put it on the right-hand side. But that's just where it is. If you put this on there, because this turn the cable out the back of the laptop and then loop around, so instead of trying to do like a U with it, which is risking putting a lot of stress on the thing. So I'm hoping this will be a bit less stressful for it. I don't know, could even make it worse, but that's what that is for. And the other one's different. But links for these things down below, by the way. I didn't mention that already. Anything in my mailbag videos, always check the description. Yes, different version. Same thing, but different setup. And this has got the connector on the side like that. So one is in line, one's sideways. Supposed to be the same ratings. I guess it's just got like wire connections going straight through. I don't know how good these things really are. That way might be better, because at least then it can like rest on the desk and not get pulled downwards. Like this one here, you've got this on a port which is raised up, and let's get a bit closer. So it's in a port which is raised up on the side of the computer. It'll be elevated a bit, and if you push on the cable, it's going to be trying to twist. Or push on the end, it'll be trying to twist, right? And putting stress on that port. I was thinking if you get one like this, it might fit better. If it fits okay, this would be a better one to use. It'll actually give it a chance to actually have some support. So if it does get pushed, it's got a chance of hitting the desk before it damages the port, you know. So I was thinking of this type. I don't know which one's better. Yeah, hopefully that one fits. If not, then that one will do. That's the plan. Links down below. I've got a feeling this is something boring. This mailbag's not been great so far, I have to say. iPhone case, some batteries, sunglasses holders. None of these things are particularly thrilling. Sorry about that. Hopefully it gets better. I've just been buying lots of little useful things recently. Or maybe some not so useful things. iPhone 6s battery. Same problem with the case. I may not need it anymore because the battery on the phone's is knackered. I did actually have one here. I've had it sitting around for a couple of years. I charged it up, put it in. It seemed to be doing okay actually. I bought another one because I thought I might need it before Christmas, because we were intending to give these to someone which are coming over for Christmas from Australia. So I was going to give it to them then, but it may not actually be that useful anymore. So I've got a spare iPhone 6s battery. We've ended up needing it, I don't know. And what's in here? Toolkit, usual stuff. That's it, getting the things dismantled. I've got loads of these things. You always chuck them in the batteries and screens, stuff like that. These are useful to have. These spudgers are quite useful, all sorts of things. Anyway, another boring item. I'm really hoping this box has got something exciting in it. This is looking pretty lame so far. This isn't getting any better. It's an Isager USB-C to lightning cable, 2 meters long. So yeah, that might be useful. Don't actually specifically need it for anything, but things are going USB-C these days. USB-C is getting very common compared to USB-A. Now it's been around for a very long time now as well. I think it's like a case of needing to update some of my stuff to be USB-C now. So yeah, just get one of them. I don't have many lightning cables lying around. They tend to not last very long because they get a lot of use. Please let there be something decent in this box. I'm really hoping it's a review item. I really hope it is. Oh! Wow, okay. Yes, okay, decent stuff in the box. This looks like a lot more than I was expecting on anything. In fact, I'm not sure I was expecting any of this. Another box for the cat. Zoyi. They sent me 3 caps. It's nice. I've only got 1 head, but that's fine. Actually, I've got 2. That's the point. Now, the USB Smart Soldering Iron and LCR Tweezer and voltage detector. I haven't looked at this before. Now, I do actually have a tweezer already. I'm not sure where it is. It's here somewhere. I think it's in my drawers. I'm not sure if it's the same version or not. I've done a review on that. MD1. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've already got one of these. But there's no harm in having a spare. Spare's always good. So thanks a lot, Zoe, for that. Also, you do a Christmas gift. I wasn't expecting any of this stuff. So there's that. So there's a review video for this already on my channel. So if you're interested in looking at that tweezer review, go and check it out. There is one there. I might link it down below. What's this thing here? It's the finally got something decent anyway. Something interesting to look at in the video. So this is a ZTN1 soldering iron. I've done a review on this as well. I've got one of these. I actually had two of them. I think there was a firmware glitch on one of the ones I had before. Yeah, I think there's a firmware issue on it, and some kind of issue they had with them because it's like a prototype version. You know, the early release ones for the reviewers to look at. And I think they solved that problem, and I think this is basically a replacement for that one. I think they sent me two. The N1 is the N2, was it? I can't remember now. But I've done reviews on those two, so watch out for them. Got a cable in there and things like that, and little case. So nice. Another one of those. So again, look for that review video because it is out there. And this thing here, the AC voltage detector. I haven't seen this before. This is a new one to me. Okay, so I'm guessing a battery goes in the end here. Looks like AAA's, a couple of AAA's it takes, looks of it. Yeah, there you go. And then obviously that's voltage detection, non-contact. How reliable these things are, I don't know. I mean, this is the ZTDB03. I haven't looked at their stuff, this sort of voltage detection devices, you know, volt sticks, or you want to call them. It's not something I normally look at. Do have their uses, certainly. I have to look at this. I might do a review on this one. We'll see. Watch out for that. I'll probably do a review video on this, and we'll check that out later on. Put some batteries in it, that sort of stuff. So that'll be at some point in the near future. So watch out for that. But like I said, these two things I've already reviewed. Done reviews on those already. I quite like the tweezers. The tweezers are quite good. I like them. Soldering iron, useful because there's USB-C and that heavy, and certainly useful. Like I said, the one I originally got because it was a pre-release version had some glitches on it, but they solved those, and that's obviously this one to replace that. But like I said. But yeah, watch out for that. And thanks for the hats too. And the cats like the box, so win-win. So I just talked to the wife about the fact I've got 3 hats. Again, you know, it's trying to set me 3, but she said it's actually good because I've got a spare. You know, I've got the original one. Then you got a spare. You always need a spare. You need a backup, and then you got a backup for the backup. So yeah, I suppose that's better. Does that mean I've been doing my test gear thing wrong all this time? I need to have 3 devices of each type. Not just 2. No. This could get expensive. Well, thanks for sticking to the end of this one. It was a bit of a hard slog, this one. This wasn't particularly exciting, I'm afraid. Until we got to the end, at least. So, thanks for sticking around. Other videos to watch down below there. Hopefully they're better than this one. And there's a subscribe link over there. I promise you I'll do make us better stuff than this. So do subscribe. Patreon support link over there. And there's also Buy Me a Coffee if you want to help support the channel. You can always do YouTube memberships, but I don't recommend them. Do the Patreon thing. That helps me to buy test equipment and devices to do videos about. Test equipment is what I really like to do videos about. You know, pulling them apart, repairing them, showing you what I'm doing, showing you how to fix things. That's what I really want to do, but it's really expensive to do that. Yeah, I've kind of run out of money, so there's only so much stuff I can buy, and it's getting more and more expensive each week. Literally every week it goes up. Yeah, it's a challenge. So if you want to support me on Patreon, that'd be really useful. Thank you a lot to my existing supporters that I help make this channel possible. All this is the bits of test gear that I buy and do videos about. That's with the help of my supporters, because they have financially contributed to that and helped me to do it. So thanks a lot everyone, and catch you later. So do subscribe, and there's also a Patreon support link over there. There's also a Patreon support link over there if you want me to, if you want to help support the channel, help me to buy it. Fucking hell.
First day with the new teeth.
There's a Patreon support link over there if you want to help support the channel and help to donate. No, even that's friggin' wrong.
Give me money!
There's a Patreon support link over there. There's also a Buy Me Coffee thing